So I channeled some energy. I didn't like it. It didn't resonate with my current energy. So I pulled some cards. I did a 3-card spread with my oracles, and I got sudden wealth, commitment, and unexpected surprise. Now, obviously, this is interesting energy for me because I'm obviously, we're coming into another new year, a close of 1 year into a new one. So you're trying to get your crops ready for the spring equinox, the actual new year in, what is that, March or April? I think it's March. But sudden wealth specifically speaks about false security that you get from like having money and being able to like hide behind a facade of like having this money, receiving these gifts or like these big deals, things of that sort, and kind of forgetting about your inner world, your inner life, and being comfortable in that, just being yourself, you as a person, without the things that you receive. That being clarified, because I obviously went ahead and I got my kipper, and I got the Black Fox with the book with sudden wealth. Now, the Black Fox talks about being selfish in the sense where you're only in a position to succeed for yourself or the people that came with you. You know what I'm saying? And really, the Black Fox really only cares about themselves and people that make them look good. With the book, with knowledge, this is somebody that was selfish with the things that they learned. They were learning things, they were being very selfish, and they were using it like as a badge of honor, but like, kind of like a type of vibe, like I'm smart, or I have this awareness, I have this money, I know how to earn this money type vibe. It's very like messy, immature type energy. And as I continue to clarify, I got the 2 of Sticks with the big house with regrets here. 2 of Sticks with the big house alone shows me that somebody chose to take off the rose-colored glasses. They're not being glamored anymore. They're not seeing it, because when you think about the big house energy is the tower, and the big house represents like a plantation, so the big house on a plantation is usually where the slave owners live. It looks like a beautiful space. It's beautiful, it's well kept, but it's well kept by slaves. It's being made beautiful. The upkeep of it, all the money that's invested in this beautiful home is off of slave labor. That's not beautiful. It's violent, it's ugly, it's disgusting type vibes. Somebody is choosing to see something as ugly, vile, disgusting, inhumane. And with regrets here, and then going more into the 2 of Sticks, a choice and a path. Somebody is going through a path of uncovering the ugliness of things, and they feel comfortable with it, because 2 of Sticks clarified by the 5 of Cups. Somebody is choosing the path of, seeing the ugliness, the darkness of it, the grief, the regret of what they did, and they're feeling kind of content, I would say, with the 9 of Cups. That's the energy that I was kind of channeling. But when I say I was channeling it, the reason why I felt like I needed to pull cards was I wasn't feeling this way. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. The energy that I'm picking up is kind of like they're coming into this awareness. And where this energy is, it's like this may have been the facade that they put up, and they may have been comfortable in that facade, and now they're going through the motions. I think with the 5 of Cups, 2 of Sticks, and regrets, like I feel like they're going through the motions because they've had this facade up for so long. They've been selfish. They've had this knowledge. So it's like they knew better, but they didn't do better. So now they're in a position where they're being forced. They're being redirected. They have to, change the course, and they're in the position to grieve, what they did in the past. and have to be forced to be comfortable. I feel like they were being forced with the big house, because the tower is like, it kind of just happens, you know. You don't expect the tower, um, especially somebody that has been masking with their abundance. They don't just expect a tower. They're kind of like, they feel like they ahead of everything, you know. They get kind of cocky. I feel like people who are in that energy where like their inner world is kind of blah or bullshit, it's chaos, it's drama, they're not the greatest person to people, they don't have the best relationships with people, but they have all this money and they're able to throw money at it. They're usually a little bit cocky. I don't know. I think that's the way I'll say it. But that's the energy that I was getting. It was like somebody that felt like they knew that they was gonna get away with something. They was gonna be able to do something. They was gonna be able to keep something up for a long period of time. Now they're in a position where they can't glamorize something. They're just in a position where they kind of have to accept it. And somebody might be feeling like comfortable, like they might be being made to feel comfortable in it. Or this person might have been really comfortable with chaos. That's another. We're gonna go more in depth, obviously, because I felt like when I got over here with the high priestess in reverse, I was like, I need to record this. This is not my energy. And I know it's not my energy because somebody's intuition was off. But they're coming into a close of that cycle with the Ten of Knives, the end of suffering without using their intuition, with an unexpected surprise. But anyway, commitment, right? Now you would think commitment is beautiful energy, and I feel called to say 4/1, so maybe April 1st is significant. 41st birthday, I don't know. Asking the big question, hoping for a positive response. Uncertainty surrounds long-term decisions. Approach with patience creates high expectations and intense emotional pressure. With high hopes and celebration, and the anchor, somebody is hoping to stabilize a commitment in a relationship, right? But high hopes here with the Father of Knives and Five of Swords, they're being manipulative with this decision, with this choice to possibly do like paperwork, legal things, because the Father of Knives is, you know, sometimes he might be a judge, but in this deck, the Hoodoo Tarot deck, the Father of Knives is a man that's, your time is up. You need to be quick-witted, okay? Because he's quick-witted. They are quick-witted. It could be a masculine or a feminine. With the Five of Knives, they're being manipulative. They're very much like whatever legal control, whatever discernment, whatever, like, because the way I think of the Father of Knives is air sign energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, like communication vibes, justice vibes, that type of energy. Whatever upper hand they have, they gonna take that upper hand. Yeah, I'm gonna keep, yeah, they like to have that upper hand. With high hopes and celebration, the Daughter of Coins, they like to have control, to like lock things in. They like to be the person to, they like to be the deal closer. Yes. And this person is trying to do that, even though they have, it seems like it's chaos in this energy. It's like somebody is trying to cover up the fact that they have chaos in their life, in their routine, that things aren't going well with closing deals. And like closing deals, you can close as many deals as you want, but if you're dealing with all this mess and shit, you still a messy ass deal closing ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna always have chaos in all your shit. It's kind of like, soon as you get the money with sudden wealth, soon as you get the money and you commit to things, you gonna lose your money. You immediately lose your money, and you're always having to go back and recoup it with another deal. It's like you're gonna be forever working. But with high hopes and celebration, it's a good thing. But is it a good thing if you feel like you have to be controlling and manipulative in it? I don't know, man. Unexpected surprise. Okay. because we're going to get into what's at the bottom of the deck, because I like to talk about that, but I want to get through the spread first, just to let you know. Surprises that spark introspection lead to emotional breakthroughs. Remember, this is where the High Priestess is here in reverse. Somebody's intuition was very off. They may have needed this introspection, these endings. Yeah, because, yeah, you should, this energy here, you should be expecting some endings. Right, okay. Unseen moments of joy that challenge your perception of what truly matters. Yeah, unexpected joys reveal hidden depths and profound connections. Somebody might be realizing, oh, I need people. Ari Lennox has been very important to me this week. She was on live earlier this week doing like Q&As and stuff, and it was cute. I love when Ari Lennox does her random social media things, and she's been posting her fitness journey. She's getting back in the gym, period, bitch. But on her first project, or her first album, I think, Shea Butter Baby, she has one of the interludes where she's like, oh my gosh, I need people. Like, I have all this stuff, but like, I need people. Like, my couch can't teach me how to roller skate. She says that. And like, girl, yes, exactly. Your deals, your business deals, whatever control over communication you have, whatever control you have over like money, you winning. This might be one of those I gotta win type people that I'm reading, that I was channeling. You're recognizing that you need more than these things. You need more than the sudden wealth, than your persona that you have, whatever energy that you were glamorizing, that you were making pretty for everybody. You're more than that. You need people, because the garden is here. So this is about socialization, communication, getting together with people, talking to people, right? Because the birds is at the bottom of my deck, okay? We're here now, and hurt is here. Somebody is recognizing that they may have been hurting people. They may have been stepping on people, so then they could look like they have the upper hand in social situations. Yeah, somebody wanted to look like the big man on campus. Somebody was like the bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? It was that type of vibe, because exploitation is here. Others having power over you due to what they know, suffering from exploitative labor practices. And I'm bringing it to like somebody feeling like they had to be the, you know, down with the clique, had to be the biggest, you know, like, oh, I got the I got the group type of vibe. I'm saying that because the Five of Wands is here as well. So it's like conflict that's going on the outside with the Daughter of Coins. Like the simple things, like somebody was being manipulative with how they offered opportunities. It's like they created chaos in people's opportunities. So like, they know that their homegirl has a gift, or they know that their homeboy has like a talent. So they would manipulate this person and use this person's talent for their own personal gain to make them look better. They didn't respect this person though. They didn't respect this person, and they would like manipulate this person with the way that they would do things. Like they would be interested in doing shady business deals, right? So their homeboy or homegirl that had this skill, this gift or whatever, they would put this person on with somebody that does shady business practices and get this person involved in something messy, and they wouldn't care. They would get whatever they needed out of the situation. The Black Fox use whatever knowledge they had in that situation, so they would have the upper hand and kind of leave the other person with the bag, you know, kind of fucking them over. That is not okay. And you would get people to commit to things with high hopes, celebrations. Oh yeah, like, we gonna pop bottles, we gonna do this, we gonna celebrate, we gonna do that. But this person, after the celebration, is kind of like left with some bullshit. They left with drama. They left with something that isn't what it was made to be. This is not what I thought this deal was going to be. This is the type of energy that I'm getting. It's like with the birds, the garden, it was like somebody had to uncover the fact that they had those, like they had multiple relationships like that, where they had like kind of manipulative, bad business type relationships. Like they basically fucked everybody over type vibes. That's what I'm getting. They hurt a lot of people in their social circle. And now, without using their intuition, right? They weren't using their intuition. Their intuition was blocked. They were maybe short-sighted. Their foresight was off, you know, or they were just being manipulative in general, because the Father of Knives and the Five of Swords is upright, so they knew what they was doing. They felt like they were righteous because they were in this Black Fox energy, because they were focused on getting money, because they thought they was manifesting something. With this Empress at the bottom, the Six of Coins is at the bottom, it was like they would give to the wrong shit. Like they was faithful to the wrong people as well. It would be like they would have these good-hearted people that had the gifts and skills. They would be connected to them, be finessing them, fucking them over, leaving them fucked over, but like making sure to be loyal, chopping it up, kissing the you know, whoever the shady people was, you kissing their ass. Very weird vibes, okay? And I know that this is a very specific energy because I got meditate at the bottom. This person has been, I feel like they've been being forced because of this Ten of Knives energy and this big house energy, this Five of Cups, regrets. It's like they're sitting in it now. It's like they sitting in their shit. They gotta sit in it. Somebody might have got arrested. I don't see that, but I hear that. Somebody might have got arrested. Like, because I'm thinking about it in the sense where they can't get away from it now. It's like they, with unexpected surprise, maybe they are being forced to have the conversation with somebody. Somebody might be talking to them about it. Somebody might be expressing it with the birds. Oh, in the lily, somebody might have did this to like a romantic partner. This might be how somebody acts in like their relationship. Somebody might be a cheater. Because the lily is like sensual energy. Somebody might have been using sensual energy. This might be a woman that's been using like her Empress energy to manipulate people. Because I didn't look. I didn't check the bottom of this deck. With this, it's like somebody might, I'm really getting like sexual energy. Like I'm seeing the light-skinned chick off Players Club. Yeah, I'm seeing the light-skinned chick off Players Club. What the hell was her name? The one with the blonde hair. Not Diamond, because I know the character's name. Yeah, somebody had to grow up. Somebody might have been using sexual energy online with self-discipline and digital detox. Somebody might have been in pursuit of having like an online persona. I'm sorry I seem distant, but I need this time to complete my evaluation of our relationship. Somebody might be going through a cycle of relationship evaluations, but they're not the one doing the evaluations. They're the one being evaluated. Somebody's being evaluated right now for how they act, I just heard pretend. How they pretend to protect people in their relationships. And they tend to act positive, but they're really negative. Somebody's fake. Somebody had a fake persona, and they are being, I feel like they are dealing with, somebody's intentions was good, but they was not received well. They were not received well, and they are dealing with that. Yeah, and they're in like, it's like they're in debt with people because of how they really acted with them. They made a really bad impression with them. Ooh, somebody was invested in like some really negative energy. Ignorant. Intentionally ignorant. Somebody was intentionally ignorant when they received correction. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on, let me check the High Priestess reverse real quick. That came out fast. Guardian Angel. Challenges. Somebody was having a hard time with their intuition. And now they dealing with it. I feel like somebody's being guided. But they're being guided with the correction that they're receiving. Intentionally over traumatic, intentionally over traumatic, or intentionally over dramatic. Oof, I'm hungry. It's time to eat, guys. With meditate at the bottom, I'm trying to see how I want to close this reading out, because this was the channel energy. That was the message. This person is going through a period of endings because they hurt people in these social situations. So this could be somebody that like was like going to mingle like in social networking settings. Like, you know, it's a lot of mixers going on for the social network people, the internet people, the content creators. You know, this might be somebody that was putting on a certain type of persona online as a content creator, but just was being shady as fuck behind the scenes with everybody. So you presenting yourself as this person on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, you know, Tumblr, or you present yourself pursuing people as if you are this type of person, but when you get behind the scenes, you actually are a completely different type of person and you fuck a lot of people over. That is not okay. Like, at the end of the day, you can't be like that. It's fucked up, and you gotta get yourself together. Okay, let me see. You gotta get that corrected, bro. And this person might have been having a really hard time. This might be like somebody that was with the High Priestess reverse, this might have been like a spiritual content creator. I don't know. I'm just a girl with some cards, okay? I pick up on the energy, I channel it, I get it up out my energy. All right. Thank you very much. But it's definitely giving me, it's like somebody was doing all of this for money. So it was like you going through all of this because you regret showing like your ego type shit. And like you was always, and I feel like you was always showing up for people, like committing to like people's celebrations and like people being happy, but when people would be going through shit, you wouldn't be holding people down type shit. With the anchors can be a negative thing as well as a good thing. In this deck, and this Kipper is a good thing. It usually represents like stability, something that's taken a long time, somebody feeling safe in that energy. But with this Five of Swords, Five of Wands, it's definitely something that needed to change for sure, because 5 represents a change. But the Five of Swords, Five of Wands, it's like, it's too much. With the Five of Swords, I always see that as like indirect, like sabotage, like being messy, manipulative, like gossipy type vibes. With the birds here, definitely somebody that was like using gossip to manipulate certain moves, and it created a lot of, I feel like it created a lot of chaos in conversations. Like it might have created a lot of arguments. Somebody might be arguing. Somebody might be known to like get online and be messy online to create arguments, and then like they might be the person to throw the rocks, hide their hands. Bitch, I saw your hand type vibe. Whoever this is, somebody, it's a spirit. It's a spirit, and somebody spirit called me and said, clock it. So I'm clocking it. It got clocked. What advice do this person have? Because they're going through it. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. Somebody needed to work on their inner healing. They might have been overindulging in things. A new sense of direction may manifest. So somebody might be getting redirected. Somebody might not be meant to be in a certain space. What advice do we have for this collective? Heavenly Father, Spirit, Ancestors, Universe. Goddess of compassion, self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. Somebody was doing this because they was insecure. So it might be time to focus on when it comes to like self-esteem and self-healing, obviously spiritually spiritual vibes, you could like burn a pink candle, meditate, meditate. Somebody might be needing to do like some guided meditations for like inner healing, like goddess healing. I like to use the goddess healing because it makes me feel like a baddie. Somebody might need to just do something to make them feel better on the inside for themselves. So maybe do like some journaling, that type of thing. Might maybe create some art, like maybe draw a self-portrait, a random self-portrait. It doesn't have to be a good one. It can just be a doodle that could make you feel better, you know. Let's see other advice. Angel of prayer. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. This is definitely, somebody needs to go into introspection. Somebody needs to be in introspection right now. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. Somebody might have been dealing with that. This is not for me because I have been doing a lot of introspection. Okay, just want to keep that, you know, cleared up. All right, no projections will prevail over on this side. Thank you very much. Somebody may have been dealing with that type of energy though. Like they may have been projecting their insecurities on other people, which caused them to be manipulative in their relationships, in the way that they communicated, in the way that they brokered deals. Now, I would more so say it was like business dealings if it was the King of Pentacles, but with the Father of Knives, this is somebody that is about their business. So like even in they regular like just social life, they about their business. Don't waste their time, right? This person may have been like manipulative in a protective sense, trying to protect themselves, but they ended up self-sabotaging. Five of Knives can also, Five of Swords, Five of Knives can represent self-sabotage. So also may have been self-sabotaging a lot. Might be time to slow down on that. Focus on yourself. This is a very focus on yourself reading. Let's sit down and meditate. Let's focus on our inner thoughts, our inner feelings, what's going on the inside. Not the outside. Now how you look, how you seem, how do you feel? How do you feel? Okay. One more card for advice for this collective. Boop, boop, boop. No messages? Was that it? Aha! Somebody might not have been being honest. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. And that's why the High Priestess is here in reverse. Watch the media that you consume. Okay? Do not allow yourself to be deceived online by people who give you a persona. Don't just be sitting up here watching people and don't just be consuming content, honey. Be smart about what you consume, because you might be consuming things that make you project onto other people negative energies. You don't need to be projecting negative energies on people. Be smart about what you consume, okay? This card says, Angel of Diet and Nutrition. Pay attention to what you eat and drink. You intuitively know what is good for you. Food, water, media, people that you consume. Be smart about who you kick it around, who you talk to, who you have sex with, who you enjoy things with, because these people might be trying to create mountains for you that you have to overcome in these relationships. They may be creating challenges. Be smart about who you connect to, because this could be my collective, but this could also be who my collective has been dealing with, who you have been committed to. Somebody that lies and pretends. Somebody that causes you to self-criticize. Take care of yourself. Meditate. Eat something good for you. Make sure to acknowledge your feelings, because emotional is under meditate. This may be a period of like readjustment in general for people that were in perceived good positions, and now they've transitioned to realizing that the position wasn't as good as they thought, and they're grieving and they're dealing with regrets and choices that they've made. Because I mean, at the end of the year, people do go through that, you know, like looking back at the last 12 months, what it's been like. It makes sense for people to be in that type of energy, but don't beat yourself up about what you didn't know, what you didn't understand, and release whatever doesn't belong to you and allow yourself to feel whatever you feel. You know, if you feel regret, allow yourself to feel that regret and figure out ways to release that. You know, you don't just experience things, you feel it too, if that makes sense. It doesn't just happen to you, you feel it. You're a person. Like, we have to remember that with this whole content creating and everybody like wanting to do that, a lot of us are focused on going and being in grind mode and like getting the following and having the numbers and the money, having the things that, you know, you can present online. You don't have to force that. You don't have to force yourself to be happy, and you don't have to force yourself to be around people that make you feel uncomfortable, because it looks like somebody may have been dealing with that type of energy. Because the 5 of Sticks, 5 of Swords is not comfortable energy. 5 of Cups is not comfortable energy. And 555, this change has probably been a long time coming. This is not the time to be exploited. Don't allow yourself to be exploited. Because the 6 of Coins and the Empress at the bottom, tarot wise, is very good energy. That's very good vibes to me. And the 9 of Cups with the big house, being comfortable with the chaos is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. And my Gemini moon and rising, I can see both sides. That duality is very important. I feel like that may be the thing that somebody was having a hard time with. I feel like somebody was putting on a facade that they were strong and they were secure and they were good because they had money, but they were showing that they were not good, they were not strong, they were not secure in their relationships, and they ended up stepping on people's toes. And people may not have said that, but they are now, because the energy I got was like, specifically, I'm getting somebody might be getting caught off guard with people saying, I am upset at you. People are getting like that type of vibe. Like, they getting like, oh, you mad at me for what? And like, people are having a hard time having that period of time where you go through introspection. You realize, I may not be as perfect and good as I may seem. I think that is what's going on here, and I'm catching both sides of it. I was catching both sides of it, but I don't feel like it's a bad thing. Self-criticism isn't a bad thing. It diminishing your self-worth is a bad thing. Don't let you making a mistake in these people's lives, in this person's life, in your person's life, if it's like your spouse, don't allow that to crush your heart. Because I'm getting like inner child, like make you feel really bad about yourself. Don't allow that to happen, if that makes sense. It just got really sad real quick. Don't beat yourself up because you made a mistake. It's okay to make mistakes. Let the local tarot reader tell you. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up about regrets and not being perfect. You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. We're humans. Don't let social media make you think that you have to be perfect. You don't. Let it go. And don't let people who can't even show up as their full selves make you feel bad about yourself. Fuck them. They ain't shit. Watch what you consume online. Somebody is being hard on themselves right now. I'm channeling that specifically. Your guardian angel is watching over you. That's why this is at the bottom. Somebody is going through a dark night of the soul. It's all right. Everybody makes mistakes. Just apologize and change your ways. If you're the bad person, stop being the bad person. You can heal. Congratulations.